I've always loved acting. Ever since I was about 5 years old and I got up to my first nativity play and I played like the judge or whatever it was. From that moment on, I've just lived on the stage. I can't get away from it. I would love to say that I could go work in an office 9 to 5 and that would be it. I'd have my life set out for it. But I can't. And I love everything about it. I love being on stage and creating a character. I love the rehearsal process. Everything about it is just a dream, and I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just like the grin on my face, I should say it all. It's just, everything about it I adore.
I used to be in the Royal Air Force, and I went through it and I wanted to take it up like a lot more, wanted to go a lot further with it, but the branch that I went into didn't really have that many qualifications. I was really looking for a qualification. So I decided to come to Glendale Uni, simply because it was a uni that had caught my eye out when I was in high school. We went to like a small mini freshers fair, and I had the brochure still, and you know, I've really liked Wales, and so I decided to come here and see what I could do, see, you know, what would accept me and where I could go with it.
I picked Glendale University mainly because it's the only course that I'd read about that was handwritten, and obviously the person that wrote it was actually running it as well, and it was the only course of its kind around, basically, that involved everything that I wanted to do with theatre. I've been acting for a while, but coming on this course is put a microscope on everything. We study everything from movement studies to acting practice. So in movement studies you focus on every element of the body, so you can start from lying on the floor to standing up, and we focus on that a lot because it involves a lot of your energy. And acting practice is, but you're embellishing on your basic skills, basically.
Well, I've always been interested in the media industry from my past experiences in college and things, doing media. And I thought I'd give it another try, but in university. And I'd never really been on the stage, like in front of the cameras. I've always done the technical parts, and I thought it's a nice challenge to do, and I seem to be really enjoying it now. So.
You know, and before you know, it's about, right, we're doing this as a team, we're doing it efficiently, as you would on the stage, yeah? Working together. Can I just also watching one another when you're ready to change?
Every year there's a Christmas show. That's a pretty big deal, because you come and start the university and you're straight into the Christmas show rehearsals, and after then you've got some smaller projects to do with the community. Like we've just recently helped some trainee GPs out in the hospital, doing some reenactments of some patients, and then afterwards we'll be doing a summer show just to end the year off nicely.
I'm Emily Freeman. I'm a theatre, television and performance student at Glendale University, and I'm from Bath in Somerset. When I was studying for my GCSEs, I suffered like a big family bereavement. I suffered 2 of them actually in a really short space of time. And I did 2 years where I kind of went off and did stuff that I hadn't planned to do. And about 2 years later, I kind of got myself back together, and I was like, okay, I really miss performing, so I wanted to go back and do it. And I came to an open day at the university because my brother is a history student here, and I got talking to the university lecturer, and I thought I'd put in an application, so I did. I've really enjoyed the course since we started. I really like how many different things we do on the course. It's not just performing in plays, it's putting on workshops, it's getting experience in facilitation and teaching, which has been really interesting. And it's hands-on experience with directing, script writing, things like that, that are more than just getting on stage and doing a show, which is great as well. We've had lots of experience doing that.
We start moving, what tends to happen is once we start moving, we go weaving in and out of one another. You wouldn't on stage with a chair. You'd bang the chair down and put the chair down gently, wouldn't you? Okay? So, let's just remember the brief.
I've been involved with theatre for almost 6 years now. I started in year 10. When I did my options, I decided to do something different than what I thought I would. and it just went from there really. The passion just grew out of it, and I thought this would be an interesting career choice. I could do anything with this. I mean, even if I decide I don't want to go into theatre, I could do anything, such as drama therapy, for instance. The course itself, it builds your confidence. It builds your self-esteem gradually. It prepares you for auditions. It prepares you for professional theatre in particular. Just things like your stage presence, your discipline, your respect for your fellow actors and your fellow cast members.
I came to Glyndŵr on the Theatre, Television and Performance course because when I was looking through unis and all the stimulus that would be involved, I really liked the variety you got between the performance aspect on stage and also the television part. That really appealed to me, being able to take part in both television acting and performance acting, as it's what I want to go into when I leave uni. I like performing for stage because I like the feeling just before you go on stage of the adrenaline and how you feel when you're on stage with remembering all your lines and learning new characters to put across and finding the mentality of these characters. I find it really interesting and it's something I really enjoy doing. One of the most rewarding experiences I had was drama in the community at the end of the first year. We put on a play that we made ourselves that would show the difference between moving from year 6 to year 7 in a new school and some of the problems they may encounter and how to overcome them. As obviously we've been through them ourselves, and I found this really fun, especially as at the end of the session the year 6s gave us some feedback and it was all positive. They really enjoyed it, and any problems they felt they did have, a lot of them felt that they were now able to cope with.
Well, I was already in a career as a lab technician, so it was quite a drastic change, but I wasn't happy with what I was doing. I'd been doing that for about 3 years, and I'd always done kind of amateur dramatics in my spare time as a hobby, and it was the one thing that I really enjoyed and was good at, so I decided that maybe I should kind of do that as some sort of career, go into theatre, so that's what influenced my decision really. It gives you that confidence to go into any kind of situation, whether it be like a presentation or even a job interview. Because the course covers such a wide range of things. We get to do corporate drama, which is kind of, we've gone into the hospital and pretended to be patients for trainee GPs to assess them and us as well. So also you get to work with young people. We've had schools come in and watch our performances. You get to devise pieces, all kinds of things really, yeah.
3, 2, 2, and go.
I've always loved theatre and movies and television programmes when I was younger, and I just wanted to find out how they were made and everything, and I just really got into my drama and my acting as well. Over the year we have several shows going on. Most of these shows are open to the public. Other performances and projects we do are out into the community for specific reasons. We did a project last year opening awareness of empty spaces in Wrexham area and for them to be used for people within the arts as well.
I chose to go to Glyndŵr, particularly for its uniqueness. When you look at drama schools, they focus on mainly acting, but they take you into a different reality, a different world. They don't actually prepare you for the real world, and that's what's different about this course, is it teaches you skills you can use, not just in acting, but in anything really. Business, administration, all that. It's a course that teaches you about the real world. It gives you the confidence to present yourself to people on an equal level, if not higher. You get your point across and you make people feel comfortable, and I think that's important as a society in all.
2,
3, 2,
3, 2,
3.
Good. Well, What I want you to do is...
Skills, protection, talking to people, trying to articulate myself, but I still have quite a way to go with that. Presenting myself on stage, physicality-wise, body language, posture, stage presence, learning lines, and overall improving my skills as an actor.
This course doesn't really mould you into what the course wants you to be. I think it lets you do what you want. Like, a lot of the things I do off my own back. A lot of the projects that I've done, I've been given opportunities and I've taken them. But there's things like, you can do anything. You can do lighting, you can do directing. It's not just acting, you get to do a lot more. Yeah. So last summer, I went to the National Youth Theatre Great Britain on the summer training course. And to get into it, I had to audition last February. There was quite a lot. It was 4,500 that auditioned. And in the end, in the summer, there was 250 of us performed outside the National Theatre down on South Bank. 2 weeks. It was amazing, absolutely fantastic, so intense. I did it while I'm here, just so I could do everything while I'm in uni. I'm trying to just do everything I can. And I was lucky enough to get in, so I was chuffed.
Before the course, well, before I came here, I had only one idea of what I wanted to be. Because of this course now, it's opened my eyes a bit more and made me realise that I can do more with drama than what I originally thought.
What I like about the course is that you get the chance to mould yourself. You don't have a lecturer standing there and telling you, okay, now try it this way. Even though there is an element of that, you get the chance to learn your body yourself, and you get the chance to improve yourself and do it that way. So at the end of the course, I think I will be equipped enough because I've learned how to move my body and I've learned how to use my vocals and everything like that with the help of the tutors. When I first come here, I've always been, I can't dance, I can't move, I don't want to do dancing, I don't want to do this and I don't want to do that. Always negative on that movement front. And since coming here, we did a movement module last year, and that has been my favourite module out of everything. So ideally, I would like to specialise perhaps in physical theatre or theatre and education as well, which I've always loved doing.
When I'm finished at uni, hopefully I'm going to be moving to London, where obviously after I've got a job and a stable income, I'll be able to go to auditions and work my way up through the acting community and take part in West End shows and hopefully television, and hopefully my dream is to move on to film acting. So I'd really enjoy being able to do something like that for a career.
Acting was drama was the highest GCSE that I got, and I really enjoyed it, so I wondered what branch I could go in with it, and I wanted to do something that would help people as well, so I found out about drama therapy, and so I kind of went with that. So I'm hoping to become a drama therapist with this course. That's where I want to go. You can help people that are addicts, you can help cancer patients, you can help on a mental ward, you can help in a prison. It's all sort of branches, but you're helping through the means of drama, so helping people cope along.
I think the thing about the course that's been the most interesting for me is how, when I started, I had kind of a clear view of, when I leave, I want to do this, I want to either be a teacher or an actor, and now it's more like, oh, well, I could go into script writing. I quite like the idea of going and doing theatre work, or I could go and do television work on camera. I could go and do facilitation, like, and teaching and lecturing, which has been so great. So I kind of don't know what I want to do at the end of the degree now, but in a good way, I think.
I want to do everything and anything while I can, such as I want to do writing, directing, acting, in theatre and television if possible. I like the idea of stage management, artistic directing. It just all appeals to me, so it's just, the list is endless of what I could do after my degree.
When I graduate, I really want to do a PGCE to go on to teaching. But I've always had interest in going on the stage, so if I ever got offered anything on the West End, I'd be there like a shot. But you've got to have a fallback, and I've always been interested in teaching either secondary school or A-level students. I think it would be good to pass on something that I'm passionate about as well.